Cal State University officials have been dealing with hundreds of millions of dollars in budget cuts, but a CBS 2 News investigation found that didn't stop some administrators from spending money on some high-priced luxuries. Investigative reporter David Goldstein has the story.
While some Cal State students struggle to pay thousands of dollars in tuition, loans, and increased fees, we found hundreds of thousands of dollars in donated money that's supposed to benefit the school, but spent by administrators on fancy parties, alcohol, $24 bottles of wine, $7,000 season tickets to the Hollywood Bowl, and the top restaurants in Los Angeles. Things these students can only dream of.
I definitely cannot afford that. With the books and the tuition and the student loans, there's no way I can afford that.
The money comes from private donations to the universities, like alumni who'll donate here at Cal State LA. But instead of the cash going directly to the schools, it's funneled through nonprofit foundations. We found every Cal State university has one. We looked at their tax returns and found millions of dollars in contributions and grants. While some money did go to students, we obtained thousands of pages of receipts and found some surprising charges. At Cal State LA, we found a $3,000 American Express gift card, a retirement gift for Cal State Fullerton president Milton Gordon, plus more than $9,000 in gift cards for other retirees, a $5,100 membership to the exclusive City Club on Bunker Hill, and thousands of dollars in charges at expensive restaurants. None of them itemized, so we can't tell you what they ate. All charged by former Cal State LA president Dr. James Rosser, who retired last year. Students think it's wrong.
I think it's extremely sad because this is a low-income university. A lot of the students that come here come from low-income families and low-income communities.
And that's not all. At Cal State Northridge, we found checks adding up to almost $15,000 for an interior designer who worked on the president's on-campus housing. Another $17,000 for the kitchen appliances. At Cal State San Bernardino, lunches, parties, and dues at the Arrowhead Country Club. And at Cal Poly Pomona, tens of thousands of dollars for catered receptions at Manor House, the home of President Michael Ortiz, all in the name of fundraising. Like this $125 a plate dinner consisting of hors d'oeuvres, Dungeness crab, heirloom tomatoes, New York steak, cheeses, and pumpkin brulee, each with its own special wine selection. We found more receptions with wine, even a premium bar paid for with donor money, plus bottles purchased at Costco for the president's house for use at receptions and dinners, all from money donated to go to students and education.
I really need to point out that alcohol is only one of the beverages that we serve.
Cal Poly Pomona President Michael Ortiz defends the spending, saying the events are a way to raise money to supplement statewide budget cuts, but admits that donor money can be used a lot more leniently than taxpayer money.
We would not spend state money on the same things that we spend the foundation money on. In other words, we wouldn't have an event which required us to, or didn't require us, which allowed us to serve alcohol and other things. That would not be something that we would use state funds for.
CSU Chancellor Timothy White, who heads up all the universities, says the parties, the wine, the food aren't all fun.
It's hard work. It's hard work to go to these fancy restaurants and the country clubs.
It's hard work to build relationships over time.
He claims it's needed to wine and dine wealthy donors.
Wouldn't wealthy donors give money whether they were wined or dined or not?
I think people expect the normal hospitality. I mean, these people that are wealthy live at a lifestyle of being taken comfortable living.
Donors to universities should give because they're giving to a university. They shouldn't be giving because they're being wined and dined.
Ethics expert Bob Stern says schools should use restraint when spending donor money.
Well, I think they should be using it as if it were tax money. I don't think that they should be saying, okay, well, because this is all private money that's coming in, we can spend it as we choose.
The university says trustees watch over all the spending and it's all necessary. But when we told students about it, they didn't think so.
Feel cheated, you know, it's really unfair.
Perhaps unfair, but it doesn't look like the spending will stop. David Goldstein, CBS 2 News.
there's a lot of money at stake. Last year, the foundations raised $275 million in cash and gifts.